Revolvers. Timeless, rugged, and just simple. No fancy slides, no stovepipes, just pure, unflinching firepower. And this year, the legends are back, better than ever. From hand cannons that'll make you question your wrist strength, to sleek pocket protectors that scream, "Don't try me." Today, we're counting down the 17 best revolvers money can buy. Whether you're fighting off intruders, hitting the range, or just want a piece of history strapped to your hip. Trust me, by the end of this list, you'll be clearing out a spot in your safe. Let's get into it. Kicking off the list is the Rossi R352, a no frills, no nonsense, just get the job done kind of revolver. Think of it like the fast food burger of wheel guns. Simple, satisfying, and surprisingly good for the price. Chambered in .38 Special with a snub-nosed barrel, the R352 is built for concealed carry. It's small, lightweight, and about as intimidating as a coiled rattlesnake in your pocket. The stainless steel frame gives it a tough exterior, while the rubber grip keeps your hands from feeling like you just high-fived a jackhammer. Sure, it's not winning any beauty pageants or breaking speed records, but for under $400, it's reliable, accurate enough for close encounters, and light enough to forget you're carrying it until you need it. Bottom line, the R352 is the I need a revolver like yesterday option. Simple, affordable, effective. Next up is the Charter Arms Undercover, a revolver so compact it practically disappears into your waistband. This little .38 Special has been around since the 1960s, surviving longer than most Hollywood marriages. Weighing just 16 ounces, it's perfect for concealed carry. The 5-shot cylinder keeps things slim, while the exposed hammer lets you shoot single action if you're feeling fancy. And the trigger? Surprisingly crisp, like biting into a fresh apple. Is it built for long days at the range? Nope. But as a personal defense tool, it's like having a bodyguard who never calls in sick. Think of the Undercover as the revolver equivalent of a pocket knife. Small, sharp, and always ready when you need it most. Next is the Colt Python, the Elvis of wheel guns, the Beyonce of .357 Magnums. First released in 1955 and revived for the modern era, the Python still carries the swagger of a 60s action hero who never quite retired. 6 rounds, polished stainless steel, and a trigger so smooth it feels like Colt buttered it up before shipping it out. The full underlug barrel gives it a balance, while the vent rib screams old school cool. Shooting it is like driving a vintage muscle car, powerful, stylish, and guaranteed to turn heads at the range. Downside, it ain't cheap. But if you're the type who orders top shelf bourbon and believes made in America still means something, the Python's worth every penny. Simply put, this isn't just a revolver, it's a flex. And it'll outlive you, your grandkids, and probably whatever smartphone you're watching this video on. If the Python is the rock star, the King Cobra is the bodyguard. Less flashy, but built to brawl. This .357 Magnum revolver packs 6 rounds into a stainless steel frame that's tough enough to survive an alien invasion and stylish enough for a John Wick sequel. The King Cobra's 3-inch barrel strikes the perfect balance between concealability and accuracy. And the trigger? Smooth in double action, crisp in single action. Like sipping coffee that's strong but not bitter. It's also beginner friendly. No complicated controls, no delicate parts. Just load, point, and shoot. Whether you're packing for self-defense or range days, the King Cobra delivers without acting like it's better than you. In short, the King Cobra is the Python's blue-collar cousin, the one who works hard, hits hard, and doesn't need designer jeans to prove it. If revolvers had a heavyweight division, the Ruger Red Hawk would be the reigning champ, no contest. This .44 Magnum beast isn't for the faint of heart or the weak of wrist. It's the kind of gun you buy when you want to feel every ounce of American steel and gunpowder power. Built like a tank and just as subtle, the Red Hawk doesn't believe in compromise. The triple locking cylinder keeps everything tight, while the solid frame screams, "Drop me, scratch me, abuse me, I dare you." The single action trigger is crisp, but the double action pull? Let's just say you'll know you're working for that shot. Recoil? Oh, it's there like getting high-fived by a freight train. But for hunters, backcountry hikers, or anyone who thinks overkill is just another word for prepared, the Red Hawk is pure peace of mind. Loud, proud, and built to last. Next is the Smith & Wesson Model 629, the Red Hawk's slightly flashier cousin, the one who lifts weights but also moisturizes. chambered in .44 Magnum. It delivers Dirty Harry levels of power with just a touch more finesse. The stainless steel finish gleams like it's begging for a close-up, while the adjustable sights make it surprisingly accurate for something that kicks like a mule on espresso. And the trigger is silky smooth, like it was tuned by a watchmaker with too much time on his hands. Sure, it's heavy, but that weight soaks up recoil, turning bone-rattling blast into something almost enjoyable. Almost. So, if you want a revolver that can handle anything from grizzlies to bad guys and look good doing it, the 629 is your huckleberry. And number 11 is the Smith & Wesson Model 19, the James Bond of revolvers. It's classy, deadly, and always dressed to impress. Originally built for law enforcement in the 50s, it's still standing tall in 2025, like an aging rock star who somehow looks better with time. Chambered in .357 Magnum, but happy to sip on .38 Special when you want to keep things chill. The Model 19 is the definition of versatile. The K-frame gives you enough heft to manage recoil without feeling like you're lugging around a cinder block. The trigger is as smooth as Sinatra on a Sunday. Double action, single action, it doesn't matter. The Model 19 does it all with a wink and a smile. This revolver isn't just a tool, it's a vibe. Perfect for range days, home defense, or just feeling like you're starring in your own retro cop show. Coming in at number 10 is the Ruger Blackhawk. This dynamo is what happens when Clint Eastwood's The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly meets modern engineering. A single-action revolver built for people who appreciate slow, deliberate shooting and don't mind feeling like a cowboy every time they cock the hammer. Chambered in everything from the .357 Magnum to the wrist-snapping .44 Magnum, the Blackhawk is tough, accurate, and unapologetically old school. It's the kind of gun that practically begs you to wear a Stetson and spit into a spittoon after every shot. The adjustable sights and solid frame make it a joy to shoot, while the crisp trigger breaks like the plot twist in a Game of Thrones finale. Sharp, sudden, and oddly satisfying. The Blackhawk isn't just a revolver, it's a time machine. Load it up and you're halfway to Dodge City, partner. Yeehaw! Next up is the Taurus Judge, the Judge Judy of revolvers. Chambered for both 410 shotgun shells and .45 Colt, this beast doesn't ask questions. It's hands down verdicts, and the sentence is always, get off my lawn. 5 shots, each packing enough punch to make intruders shiver in their boots. Snake in the garden? Go for the shell. Shady figure at the door? The Colt is your friend. The Judge lets you play prosecutor, jury, and executioner, all in one pull of the trigger. And yes, it's bulky. Carrying this thing concealed is like trying to hide a hardcover dictionary in your waistband. But for home defense or truck carry, it's perfect. The Judge isn't about finesse, it's about finality, like Judge Judy with recoil. If you want a revolver that says case closed every time you pull the trigger, court is officially in session. At number 8 is the Ruger SP-101. Like the bouncer at your favorite bar, the Ruger is compact, tough, and ready to break up trouble without breaking a sweat. Chambered in .357 Magnum, but happy to shoot .38 Special if you want to keep things mild. This little tank punches well above its weight class. Built from solid stainless steel, the SP-101 feels like it could survive a zombie apocalypse, a natural disaster, and your cousin who just wants to try it real quick. The 5-shot cylinder keeps things slim for concealed carry, while the cushioned grips make sure your hand doesn't hate you after a few rounds. Accuracy? On point. Recoil? Manageable. Reliability? Ruger basically invented the word. The SP-101 isn't flashy, but it's dependable, like that friend who always shows up to help you move. No questions asked. If you want a revolver that works as hard as you do, this one's got your back. Sliding into the 7th spot is the Kimber K6S, the revolver equivalent of a luxury sports car. Sleek, stainless, and smoother than freshly waxed marble. This little powerhouse is chambered in .357 Magnum, with the option to load .38 Special if you're feeling less Fast and Furious and more Sunday drive. The K6S boasts a 6-shot cylinder, one more than most snubbies because Kimber believes in overachieving. The trigger is crisp, and the sights are easy to pick up. And the compact frame? Perfect for concealed carry without printing like you stuffed a toaster in your waistband. But it's not just about looks. K6S is built tough, with an internal hammer that won't snag when you draw. The trigger? Short, sweet, and breaks cleaner than a rookie's first heartache. Why is it on the list? Because it proves you can have brains, brawn, and beauty all wrapped up in 23 ounces of stainless steel swagger. In the sixth place is the Colt Night Cobra, a revolver that looks like it was designed for undercover operatives and late-night stakeouts. Chambered in .38 Special plus P, it delivers enough punch to stop trouble in its tracks without rattling your wrist into early retirement. The Night Cobra sports a matte black finish that's all business. No shine, no flash, just pure stealth. Its 6-shot cylinder gives you an extra round over most snubbies, while the snag-free bobbed hammer ensures a smooth draw from concealment. The trigger is short, sweet, and surprisingly crisp for a double-action-only revolver. It's like Colt asked, what if Batman carried a wheel gun, and then built the answer? Why did we add it to this list? Because it blends classic revolver reliability with modern carry convenience. If Superman ever used a wheel gun, the Night Cobra would probably be it. Next is the Smith & Wesson 686. This beast isn't just a revolver, it's a legacy. Built on the L-frame, it strikes the perfect balance between brute strength and elegant precision, like a wrestler who can waltz. Chambered in .357 Magnum, but happy to run .38 Special when you want to keep things on the low. 686 offers versatility wrapped in stainless steel confidence. With a 6 or 7-shot cylinder option, you're packing more firepower than most wheel guns dare to offer. The full underlug barrel adds weight, soaking up recoil like it's nothing, while the adjustable sights make sure you hit what you're aiming at. No excuses. It is best for home defense, range days, or just showing off a revolver that looks like it walked off a movie set. Why does it stand out? Because the 686 doesn't try to be trendy. It just is. Reliable, accurate, and built to outlast your grandkids. If revolvers had a Mount Rushmore, the 686 would be carved in granite. And number 4 is the Ruger GP100. If revolvers had a most likely to survive the nuclear war award, the Ruger GP100 would take it home with no fuss. Built like a vault and just as dependable, this wheel gun is chambered in .357 Magnum, but will gladly shoot .38 Special all day long if you want to save your wrists and your wallet. The GP100's claim to fame? Its triple locking cylinder. Ruger didn't just slap this thing together. They engineered it to lock up at the front, rear, and bottom, giving you rock-solid alignment with every shot. Pair that with a full underlug barrel and cushioned grip, and you've got a revolver that tames recoil like a lion trainer with years of experience. It's a great option for home defense, range fun, or as your go-to truck gun. Why is it this high on the list? Because the GP100 doesn't wear out. It's not just reliable, it's heirloom reliable. Drop it, shoot it, stash it, this revolver keeps ticking long after the competition taps out. In the third position, we've got the Taurus Raging Hunter, a revolver that looks like it was designed by someone who thought, why stop at practical when you can make it borderline cinematic? Chambered in .357 Magnum, .44 Magnum, or even the beastly .460 S&W, this wheel gun isn't just for show. It's built to drop game and punch paper with equal authority. The barrel, a ported, full underlug design that tames recoil like a lion tamer with a chair and a whip. The Picatinny rail on top, perfect for mounting optics. Because why squint when you can aim like a pro? Best use? Hunting, long-range plinking, or just feeling like showing off. Why does it deserve a top spot? Because it's not just powerful, it's smartly built, surprisingly ergonomic, and rugged enough to survive both the wilderness and your buddy's let me try it moment at the range. Taking the runner-up spot is the Smith & Wesson Model 686 Plus, the overachieving sibling of the already legendary 686. Same rugged L-frame, same stainless steel armor, but with one extra round in the cylinder. That's right, 7 shots because sometimes 6 just doesn't cut it. Chambered in .357 Magnum and compatible with .38 Special, the 686 Plus offers power without punishing your palm. The full underlug barrel keeps the muzzle flip in check, while the rubberized grip makes long-range sessions feel like a breeze. And the trigger? Smooth, predictable, and crisp enough to make you question why you ever settled for less. You can use it for home defense, range dominance, or as the ultimate nightstand guardian. We place it at number 2 because it's everything you love about the classic 686, only more. More capacity, more control, more confidence. If reliability had a poster child, the 686 Plus would be grinning ear to ear. Sitting proudly at the top spot is the Ruger Super GP100, a revolver that doesn't just meet expectations, but laughs in their face and leaps past them. This beast was built for competition, but thrives in any scenario where precision, power, and durability matter. Chambered in .357 Magnum, it handles hot loads like a heavyweight champ while still running .38 Special like it's sipping a fine whiskey. What sets it apart? The hybrid design. It's got a robust stainless steel frame, but with a tensioned barrel sleeve that cuts weight without sacrificing accuracy. The cylinder is cut for moon clips, speeding up reloads like you're starring in your own action movie. Best use? Competition, home defense, or just owning the best built revolver money can buy. Why does it deserve the top spot? Because the Super GP100 takes everything great about revolvers: strength, simplicity, reliability, and cranks it up to 11. It's not just built to last, it's built to win. Now that we've covered the cream of the crop, let's break things down by purpose. Because let's face it, no one buys just one revolver. You start with a home defense gun, and suddenly you're justifying a truck gun, a range toy, and it's on sale gun. For self-defense, the Kimber K6S and Taurus 856 shine. Both are compact, powerful, and reliable, like carrying a bodyguard that doesn't ask for lunch breaks. If you're thinking concealed carry, the Ruger LCR and Smith & Wesson 442 are practically invisible until you need them. Home defense? The Taurus Judge and Ruger SP100 lock down that category. The Judge fires 410 shells and 45 Colts, while the SP101 turns 357 Magnum into a house guest deterrent system. For hunting, it's hard to beat the Ruger Red Hawk and Smith & Wesson 629. They're not just for punching paper, they're for punching through paper along with whatever's standing behind it. And if you're watching your wallet, the Rossi R352 and Charter Arms Undercover deliver performance without the sticker shock. But here's the thing, buy one and you'll start hearing whispers. You really should get one for the nightstand, and the glove box, and the hiking bag. Revolvers are like potato chips. Nobody stops at one. So why do revolvers still dominate in 2025? Simple. They're reliable, powerful, and built to last. No fiddling with safeties, no wondering if you chambered around. Just point, click, boom. Whether it's the rugged Ruger Super GP100, the classy Colt Python, or the ever-practical Smith & Wesson 686 Plus, revolvers prove that old-school firepower never goes out of style. Now, it's your turn. What's your favorite revolver? Drop it in the comments. And on that note, we draw the curtains on today's episode. If you enjoyed our in-depth analysis of the top revolvers, hit the like button and subscribe to this channel for more videos like this. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.